Chapter 19, The Structural Model, presented by Regina McCrae. The major thesis of the structural model: an individual's symptoms are best understood in the context of family transaction patterns. A change in family organization or structure must take place before symptoms are relieved. The therapist must provide a directive leadership role in which a symptom is embedded. Structural theorists emphasize the wholeness of the family system, the influence of the family's hierarchical organization, the interdependent functioning of its subsystems. The role of the therapist in structural therapy is to be an instrument of change, to actively engage the family as a whole, to introduce challenges that force adaptive changes, and to support and coach family members as they attempt to cope with an ensuing consequence. The leading figure of the structural model is Salvador Minuchin. He was born and raised in Argentina. He addresses problems within a family by charting the relationships between family members and between subsets of the family. The therapist tries to disrupt dysfunctional relationships within the family and cause them to settle back into a healthier pattern. Treating psychosomatic conditions. Minuchin studied urgent medical conditions such as diabetes and anorexia in children. He found that there was a similar family structure of these children that suffered from these conditions. The characteristics of the condition directly related to the family structure, he theorized. Interventions focused on restructuring patterns to allow more flexibility and to relieve symptoms of the medical condition. Structural family theory. The structure of the family must be reorganized to stop presenting symptoms. Family structure. The family should be structured as a hierarchy. Parents have power over children. Older siblings have power over younger siblings. Younger children go to bed first. The family will try to maintain preferred patterns. Any deviation too far will meet resistance. The family must be flexible and able to adapt to change. So he theorized that the family is always striving to maintain a medium, and that anytime you go too far off that median, the family would have to readjust and adapt to bring it back to maintain structure in the family. Enmeshment versus disengagement. Enmeshment is an extreme form of proximity and intensity in family interactions in which members are over-concerned and over-involved in each other's life. Disengagement, family may function separately and autonomously, but with little sense of family loyalty. According to Minuchin, most family systems fall in a continuum, that they're not, that there's a medium, that's where most families seek to fall in. That too much of one or too much the other puts you either in enmeshment or in disengagement. Alignments, power, and coalition. Structuralists believe that for parents to achieve achieve a desired outcome in the family, there must be clearly defined generational boundaries, alignments between parents on key issues such as discipline, rules related to power and authority. Thus, the alignments, the power, and the coalition, the structure of the family really helps to maintain the order in the family. Family dysfunction. A dysfunctional family has failed to fulfill its purpose, nurturing the growth of its members. There are 5 dysfunctional family structures. There's families that are only enmeshed, which we just discussed is not a good thing. There are families that are only disengaged, which is also not a good thing. There are families with peripheral male, families with non-involved parents, families with juvenile parents. The theoretic goals. The goals of structural therapy. Structuralists view symptoms in a family member as a part of his or her family structure, so that when one person is presenting symptoms, that it is directly related to the family structure. Structuralists consider therapeutic goals achieved when the family has restructured and freed its members to relate to one another in a non-pathological pattern. Therapeutic efforts. Action preceding understanding. Action leads to new experiences, to insight, and to understanding the rearranged structures. They offer the families leadership, direction, encouragement to examine and discard rigid structures that are no longer functional. The most effective way to alter dysfunctional patterns behavior is to change transactional patterns that maintain them. Thus, a structuralist therapist is very hands-on with a client. Structuralists apply the following